But
yeah, I don't believe in competition. My following is not going to stop being my following because you gained a following.
Right.
My following is not going to stop being my the people who believe in me for a reason. If they like what you do, they're going to believe in you as well. If someone never opened a door for me, I would have never walked through. So who am I to keep that door shut?
Right.
You know, and the one thing that, and I know this is a little off topic, but it's about competition. And a lot of people are, you know, why are you like that, Madison? You know, it's competition and this and that and the third.
People have said that to you in this industry.
Girl, Jesus take the wheel. But you know, and it's a very competitive industry.
Absolutely.
It is.
I don't even, cutthroat is more like that. Yeah.
But this is what I feel about that. I feel as though there's a higher being that made the planet. God made you, he made me. Our stories are already written. All we're doing is crossing paths. So why not help each other elevate if we can?
You know what it is? I think it's everybody wants to be.
I can't block. Yeah, I can't block your blessings, and you can't block mine.
Yeah. But most people don't see that.
No.
Most people don't see that, and I think they see it as not too many people can stand next to each other because then there will be no one to look up to you. You know what I'm saying? Like there will be no fan base. I think people are very threatened by that. Right.
That's how it is. You can't take an opportunity from somebody else. If something happens, and let's say you are working with someone, they get the opportunity and you don't, that's because it wasn't for you. It wasn't for you. But there are people who snake you for opportunities. And trust and believe, there's something called karma. So just wait and be patient. Just be the person you want to be around.
Do you guard yourself?
I do. Now I do.
With people who try to take advantage of your success?
I have to. And the thing is, I realized that I was so open.
How do you know?
I'm very good with energy.
Right.
I've learned that from these. I'm very good with reading people's vibes. You can tell. You might not be able to tell it at first, but you be around somebody enough for a week or two or a month. After a month, you know. Yeah. Real, but it's taken me, I would say, maybe 2 encounters. I can tell what your motives are. I can tell what you want from me. I'm very good with that. Right. And sometimes it's like, oh boy, here we go again. And then I'll start to distance myself because I am an open person and I will give you the shirt off my back if you're cold.
You know, you think you're doing this and you're following your dreams and you think people, your friends would think, even to...
Your friends are the first people not to support you. They are the
just like... Look, she's like, no, but real talk, like, even if it's just to share a blog post that you do.
Yeah.
Do you take that personal? Because I think I'm the only person that... I was telling my best friend this the other day, like, am I asking for too much?
Don't ask. Don't ask. I have childhood friends who will support people who are just, I want to say, starting out on their grind. Yeah. Our friends who would do that other than supporting me. Like when I do an interview, no one that I grew up with supports me to that capacity. Maybe once in a while, but they only do it when it's not genuine, when they want something. And so that's why I say don't ask. Because you want people to support you out of the sincerity of their heart. Right. You don't want people to feel obligated because then they'll want something in return.
Because right now, I can tell you, there's 2 people I can count on my hand that I said if I was to ever, God willing, make it that I would stay with me. Like there's a lot of people that I wouldn't talk to anymore.
I think you should. A lot of people that you wouldn't, I talk to everyone still. Even people that have wronged me, I'll still converse with them. Right. I'll still give them conversation because a lot of them just hit me up to apologize. Right. I remember there was a girl that I actually we started a business venture together. It didn't work out, but she called me maybe 2 weeks ago and she just apologized and she just said you were an honest friend. And honestly, at the time, I didn't deserve that. I didn't deserve an honest friend because that's not what I wanted. And I say it all the time, like I'm a genuine friend. If we're friends, that means I'm going to tell you when you are right. I am going to tell you when you are wrong. I'm going to stop you before you make a mistake, and I'm going to make you aware of that mistake. People today, especially our generation, they don't want that. and they resent you for being that. They want a yes man, somebody to go have fun with.
Absolutely.
So I will talk to people, but I distance myself from them. I can't allow myself to make the same mistakes. But if you need me, I'm there. But I just won't need you. I won't let my emotions need you again.
So, as a woman in this business, how do you maintain such a strong sense of who you are? And it's just in a business that's so based off of perception, how do you stay yourself?
I say all the time, like, reading is fundamental. I read a lot, but you know, people do try to alter you. I feel as though in this business you have it very hard as a woman, because it's a man-dominated business. They're gonna be tests, but you really do have to stay true to who you are, because if you take an opportunity when somebody is actually testing you in a disrespectful manner, best believe that's how that relationship is gonna be, and they're gonna want more and more and more. So in order to strive and really spread the message that I'm trying to spread, you know, I have to stay true to who I am, and that means turning down a lot of opportunities, because I'm not laying on my back. Very simply put. Very simply put.
I haven't crossed that path yet, but
it's hard. It's hard when you have opportunities to be somewhere that you want to be. You have to be embedded in God. I say that to everyone so much. You really need a relationship with God, because there are going to be so many tests that you're going to have to cross, and you're gonna have to make a decision for yourself and what you want to represent.
Right.
And in order to, you have to stay nested in God. That's the best way to do it.
So what level of success are you striving for personally?
I believe.
Do you want the fame? Do you want the money? Do you want, like, what is it that you're striving for?
I want to wake my dreams. Fame and money will come if you pursue what you love. I believe that 1000%.
Do you want to be famous?
I don't want to be famous. I want to be known for what I do.
But yeah, so you're Jay Dolls, know that you're in a committed relationship.
Yes.
And how has that been with your work schedule, with your career? How do you balance, keep your man satisfied? Like, how is it in general?
It's very. I love my boyfriend. He's the biggest support system that I have, but it gets very difficult sometimes. But we understand. We live together,
right? So
it makes things a lot easier. But we understand that schedule, because he's also an actor, comedian.
Is he?
Yes, he is. He did a show, and it's in Africa right now. It's called Spirited Actor with Tracy Moore. It was featured Tyler Perry, Anthony Anderson. So he had to go.
Y'all are like, in a couple years, watch out for that power couple.
Yeah, we're trying. He had to go to Miami for 2 weeks, and he had to live in a house with females for 2 weeks. And
was it a show?
It's that they were filming for the show down there for 2 weeks, and it was just so funny. It was like he was in prison, and he would, like, they actually caught him on film a couple of times, like calling me, and it was hilarious, because they actually made a skit out of it in the show, because they couldn't have cell phones. So he would be like they would come in like, you can't have your phone, chief. They'd be like, no! Like, it was funny, but we've been best friends since we were freshmen in high school, and we've been together since we were seniors in high school. It's been difficult, just mapping out everything, especially with having adult responsibilities. That's what a lot of people don't get. The real world is out there, and there's a lot of people who are grinding, but they live at home with their parents.
I live with my parents.
It's not a bad thing, and I tell people all the time, if you can, stay at home as long as possible and accomplish what you have to do. But if you're not, but if you're not fortunate enough, like myself, to have that, and don't get me wrong, his parents took me in for a few years, but it's that age where
you need to get out. Not get out, but you needed to.
We need to, because we're another couple in the house, and it's, so we now. it's learning responsibilities with each other. It's just like we're in an adventure together, and I love to show my J dolls that. I love to show them the sincerity in my relationship, because there's so many negative relationships out there.
And that it's not perfect.
No, oh God, it's not perfect.
Never perfect.
It is not perfect. We're far from perfect, but it takes communication, it takes honesty, it takes loyalty, and it takes understanding to make it work.
Are you fearful of what the industry, how the industry could affect your relationship once you guys both? With
Not
confidence, so that means...
That's my best friend.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that will forever bond us. We communicate very well with each other. And the one thing I feel as though tears people apart is lack of communication and lack of understanding. The fact that we both have goals that we want to accomplish, not just individually, but also together. We feel as though our relationship is actually bigger than us.
Right.
It's something that our community as African Americans, as ethnicities, need, because we lack that so much. We have the Jocelyn's, the Stevie J's, no shade, would love to interview and talk about the drama. But we have couples like that that are on TV on this platform, so we do need relationships that aren't perfect, but are real, and that are loyal and honest to each other and want to build with one another. Like I feel like we girlfriends. Like
I know so much. Such a beautiful soul. Please, please, please check her out. Keep up with her news. Keep up with everything. Keep up with this beautiful spirit, Madison Jaye. Let them know where to follow you at.
Everything is very simple. Twitter, Instagram, Madison Jaye, JAYE_. YouTube is Madison Jaye TV. And MadisonJaye.com.
Yes.
Simple.
Thank you, babe.